What you got there, Dave?
I got a glass of this delicious. I'm about to drink this. These are all Coke products, so every one of them should totally be.
Which one did you get?
Well, I just figured I would just go with Italy because I'm from Italy, so I have to like it. There's no way I wouldn't like this, right?
Oh, well, all right.
I mean, it says it's a traditional part of Italian refreshment culture. And since I'm Italian, I gotta indulge in that traditional part. Oh my God, it tastes like a toilet. It's so awful. I can't even finish.
Have some more.
I'm gonna try to waste some of it. No, I need something to fix that.
Hey, Dave, you take the camera here. You take it.
All right, you going for this?
Go for it.
All right, Joe's gonna drink a Beverly.
Here we go.
Named after Beverly D'Angelo.
Arlo was named after Beverly Crusher.
Yeah.
All right.
There we go. Just chug it. Just chug it. Chug, 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 chug. That's awful. It's so bad. Oh my God. What? Yeah, he's drinking it. He's going back for more. It's so bad.
It's not that bad at first. It's an aftertaste that hits you.
It is. You should call that the Mussolini.
Oh, it's terrible.
Bill, you put something in my drink, didn't you?
All right, I'm here with Greg from Greg's Game Room. Look what he got in the dealer's room.
I got the orange.
Hey, Maury!
Yeah, show me this.
Hey, Maury!
Who's calling Maury?
Maury!
Wait, who is that?
Hey, Maury!
Who's calling for Maury?
Get in here!
It's not me.
Get here, Maury!
Who's calling for Maury?
Quick, turn the camera around. Turn it around. There he is.
Good morning. Welcome to a rare morning live stream for Crazy Joe Adventures. I don't do many live streams on this channel as is, but we're here. It's a rare morning. We've had a rough morning here in my house. It's a long story. I'm not going to get into the details, but bottom line, with everything that has been going on around here, I decided I needed to just take the day off. I have a day job, and I was like, I got to take off today. I got to take off. I was going to be late anyway. Like, I was going to be significantly late, and I was like, you know what? We're just gonna take the day off today, because by the time I get there, then I got to make up hours. So here we are, and I figured, let's do a live stream, because I do have something to talk about. I do have something that I want to put out there into the world, and it seemed that this would be a good opportunity to talk about it. So, how you doing? I don't think there's many people watching right now, but I hope everyone is here. And how did I know? How did I know? Morning, noon, or night, I knew the first person in the stream was going to be Little Everett. I just knew Little Everett was going to be the first one here. So, yodel-lay-hee-hoo to you too, Little Everett. Sav is here. Haven't seen Sav in a live stream in quite a while, but Sav is across the pond, as they say. And, trying to find out what's going on. I hear talking upstairs. Good to see you, Sav. So yeah, it's a different time zone. So Sav, much earlier than when Sav usually catches us. And Little Everett is 25 today. Is today your birthday? Happy birthday, Little Everett, 25. So I'm going to wait a couple minutes to get people in here. I don't want to start off. I don't want to start off just going right out. But let's let some people filter in. But how's everybody doing before we get to the main topic? Not the only topic, but the main topic. How are you doing today? I've had better. days. As I mentioned, it was a rough morning, which is why I ended up taking off from work. So I've had better, but I've also had worse. Look at this. My buddy J Philly Retro is here. It's good. It's good to see you, J Philly Retro. It's been a long time. It's 5:05 in the UK. All right, it's evening. And Little Everett said his birthday is May 9th. CIA Hole says, interesting. Wouldn't that be fair use? He's talking about the topic. We haven't gotten to that yet, so we'll hold off on that for now. We will get to that. I thought I saw another message come on. So, all right, we got about 10 people. Well, it's good to see you, man. All right, Sav, are you subscribed to the other channel? I mean, I usually go live more often on the other channel. I don't know if I haven't gone live on that channel either for a while, but when I go live, it's usually on the second channel. But here we are. Here we are on the old adventure channel. And, we can talk about anything, but seeing as this is pertaining to, the main topic is pertaining to my friend Adam the Woo. So it seemed that the Adventure Channel was the appropriate venue to discuss this because, this channel is, for out in the world adventures, and the other channel is more for movie talk. And Adam was a friend, but he never really took part in movie talk. So if this seems the venue for it. All right, come on over. You could also catch me, by the way. You could also catch me almost every Tuesday and Thursday night on the Eric Debunks channel. Eric Debunk does a live stream every Tuesday and Thursday, the Nerdcast, and I'm usually there. I'm usually a part of that panel. So that's another place you can very often catch me is on the Eric Debunks channel. CIA Hole says that Denny's looked rough. It did nothing. Here's the thing. Denny's are closing like crazy. They're just closing. You don't see Denny's like you used to see Denny's. Denny's used to be everywhere. Every town had a Denny's. Some had more than one. You could throw a rock and hit a Denny's. And you don't see Denny's as much anymore. They seem to be closing. And every Denny's I go to, like I went to one, there was one in Langhorne, PA for a while. They closed down. But I went there and had really bad, like slow service. And it seems like every time I go into a Denny's, I have very slow service. And that's probably why they're all closing. Bad service. But you have to wonder how that's possible, because when you go to a different Denny's in a different part of the country, in a different town, it's going to have different staff. So how is it that they're all staffing themselves with these terrible, I don't know, it doesn't seem to make sense. Like it would seem like maybe this Denny's has bad service, but this Denny's with a completely different staff, they're fine. Like that's how I logically would think it goes. But no, it seems to be uniform. You go into a Denny's, you get bad service. And it's a shame because Denny's was great. I used to love Denny's. And hang on, I'm typing something in the chat here. I can't type and talk at the same time. All right, this is for Sav. That is the the link to the second channel. But yeah, you would think that different Denny's, different locations would have a completely different experience, but that doesn't seem to be the way it goes. It's just sort of like how you go to, I don't know why it is, but every time I go to a Burger King, doesn't matter where the Burger King is, doesn't matter what state it's in, I know they're going to screw up my order. Burger King screws up my order every time. And their slogan is have it your way. So it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but It seems you cannot have it your way, in fact, at Burger King. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. And yeah, J Philly Retro says, haven't been to a Denny's in probably 25 years. Now, the Denny's we went to was the Essington Denny's by the Philadelphia airport. It's one of the only 2 Denny's anywhere near me. The other one's in Allentown, which is not right around the corner. So either Denny's we went to, we were going to have to travel. But, I'm a lifelong He-Man fan, so I needed to do it. I needed to go check out the He-Man menu. Like I needed to do it, man. All right, we've been going for about 11 minutes now, so I do want to get into my main topic, or the main thing that made me want to do a live stream today. But this isn't going to be the only thing we talk about. Sav says, am I still in contact with Rick? If so, how's he doing? Rick is doing well. I talk to Rick by text every now and then. I don't see him much in person, but he's doing okay. I talked to J2H and Joe Martinez. I don't hear from Joe Martinez as much. He's usually on our text chains. Like we have a text chain, and he's on there, but he doesn't contribute as much as he used to. So I haven't really talked to Joe Martinez as much. But I do hear from Rick and Jacob semi-often. But anyway, let me get to the topic here. A while ago, I saw a trailer for a documentary called Stolen Kingdom. You can look up the trailer online. You can find it here on YouTube. But it's a documentary about urban explorers, and in particular, urban explorers who have filmed things at Disney, things that maybe they shouldn't have, gone to areas in Walt Disney World that maybe they shouldn't have. And it looked interesting. It looked interesting. And one thing I knew was that my friend, Adam LeWoo, is featured in this documentary. He is a part of this documentary. This is how I came to know him. Like, Adam and I became friends. But at first, he was a stranger to me. I didn't know him. I was a stranger to him. But I read a news article, I think on slashfilm.com, that said man was banned from Disney World for going places he's not supposed to. And I read the article. It was about Adam, who I didn't know, never even heard of. And it was about how he got banned from Walt Disney World for breaking into river country. So I immediately looked up the video, watched the video of him breaking into river country. Absolutely compelling viewing. And then I found out there were other videos where he did things like broke into areas of like Journey to Imagination and areas in Universal Studios that were like off limits to the public. I was fascinated. And that's how I came to be a fan of his channel. Click the subscribe button. Had no idea when I was clicking that subscribe button that I was going to someday know this guy and be friends with him and sadly be present at his memorial service after his death. Like none of that, you just, who's this guy? And you click it and you're interested. But I ended up going down the rabbit hole, watching all his films. Then a few years later, I met him at Dragon Con, and then from there we became friends. But he kind of famously got banned from Disney World for breaking into areas he shouldn't have. Eventually, Disney lifted the ban, but he was banned. So this video, part of it, there was an old attraction at Epcot called Cranium Command, and there was an animatronic called Buzzy, and somebody actually stole Buzzy. They stole the animatronic right from Disney World. I mean, the ride had been closed down for a long time, but it was still there in the park. It was still in the park, but not open to the public, not accessible to the public. And somebody got in there and stole an animatronic from the park. Like, how do you do that? So this documentary is just all about people who go into Disney World, break into areas they're not supposed to be, and look at things they're not supposed to look at, steal things they're not supposed to steal. And Adam was featured in this documentary. Now, as a friend of Adam's, I was intrigued. I was intrigued. The first thing I did was because Adam and I were friends, but we weren't like besties. I'd see him maybe twice a year at most. I'd see him in Atlanta when we went to Dragon Con, and I'd see him when he came to Philadelphia, and a couple times I hung out with him in Disney World. But generally speaking, I didn't see him that often because he lived in Florida. I live in Philadelphia. He had the freedom to travel the country, travel the world, because that YouTube was his full-time job. I never had that freedom. I have a day job, which I had to call out of today due to personal issues. But yeah, I have like a Monday through Friday gig I have to go to. I have kids I have to parent, and I never had that kind of freedom. So when he was picking up and going all over the country, I couldn't go with him like guys like Tampa J or Carpetbagger could. They had that freedom that I didn't have. So like you'll watch a lot of Adam's old videos, and there'll be a big event like it's Disneyland's anniversary, and we're here for the opening day of the celebration of the opening day of Disneyland's 70th, and there'll be a whole bunch of vloggers there, and it'll be Adam, and it'll be Tampa J, and it'll be Carpetbagger, and it'll be Justin Scard. You never saw me in those kind of videos because I couldn't do that. Like I couldn't travel. So my relationship with Adam was we were friends, but we were never best friends. So he never mentioned anything about this documentary to me. I had heard that he was aware of it. That's about all I heard. I didn't hear if he was in favor of it. I didn't hear any of that. So first thing I did was reach out to our mutual friend Ryan, Splorin Ryan. I texted Splorin Ryan. I said, "Hey Ryan, do you know what Adam thought of this? Like, because I don't want to support this movie with my dollars if he wasn't for it." And Ryan really didn't know. He had no idea. Adam never mentioned it to him. So I texted. No, I didn't text. I don't have her number. I've only met her once. I emailed Faith, Adam's sister. Sent Faith an email. Said, "Hey Faith, I don't want to support this movie if Adam wasn't for it. What do you know?" Faith never got back to me. Well, time was marching on. Nobody told me one way or another whether Adam was in favor of this film or not. So I made a judgment call, and I said, okay, a friend of mine knew the filmmaker. Somebody I know knew the filmmaker and said, "I know this guy." I said, "Is he a good guy?" He goes, "Well, I don't know him that well." Okay. Not a ringing endorsement, but somebody I knew him. And I said, I made a judgment call, and I bought a ticket to see this movie. And it's going to play this weekend at Smodcastle Cinemas in New Jersey. Now, let me tell you, this movie, it's not getting a wide theatrical release. It's not like opening like this Friday, go see this nationwide, theaters everywhere. It's not what's happening. The filmmaker is taking this movie city by city. City by city, he's getting a venue, like one show only, and then there's a Q&A after. It's sort of the approach Kevin Smith was using, like for some of his later films, but he's just touring the film city by city, finding a venue, and then having a Q&A. And it'll eventually end up on PVOD, I guess, where you pay to rent it or to watch it. So Smodcastle Cinema, which is the theater Kevin Smith owns in New Jersey, is showing it this weekend. And I broke down and bought a ticket because I hadn't heard a yay or a nay about Adam's feelings on this. And it was going to be a very surreal experience because the last time I've only been to Smodcastle Cinema once. And the last time I was at Smodcastle Cinema was with Adam. Adam and I did the Clerks Chasing Amy filming locations. We kind of went to the music store from Chasing Amy. We went to the convenience store from Clerks. We went to Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash. You can find the video on my channel. You can find the video on his channel. Adam did a video. I did a video. It was a great day. It was a great day. But my favorite day that I ever spent with Adam, because we spent most of the day in the car. And we just made each other laugh. Like, that was just great. We just made each other laugh. Uh, there's a lot of trolls. He got a lot of trolls. I'm going to tangent a little bit. Please bear with me if I tangent, but I'm going to tangent. Adam had a lot of trolls, and one thing I read those trolls say once was talking about all the vloggers, me and him. There was a day when I'm shifting gears now. Please excuse my tangenting. There was a day when Adam and the Philly captain and Tampa Jay and I all went to a baseball game together. Again, you can find the video on my channel. You can find the video on his channel. You can also find it on Tampa Jay and the Philly captain's channel. We all did a video that day. But we all went to a baseball game together. And first we got cheesesteaks at Gino's, and we walked up and down the Italian market. And one of the trolls wrote, these guys aren't really friends. They're not really friends. It's all transactional. It's all about getting clicks and appearing on each other's channel and bringing viewers in, but they don't really like each other. Now, I'm here to tell you that's a load of bullshit. That's a load of bullshit, because what you see in a video like that is a fraction of our day. There's a day's 24 hours. A long video might be about an hour. Adam would sometimes put up videos that were about an hour occasionally. Mine usually don't go over a half hour. They have, but mine are usually about a half hour. You're seeing a tiny fraction of that day. And I'm here to tell you that most of the time when we were together, it was making each other laugh. It was reminiscing on the last time we got together. I remember at Dragon Con when this happened, blah, blah, blah. There was reminiscing, there was laughing, there was a lot of talking about movies, there was a lot of talking about music, a lot of talking about punk rock, the soundtrack. We always end up talking about the soundtrack to Rocky IV. I don't know why, but Adam and I we had conversations about the Rocky IV soundtrack more times than I can remember. It was ridiculous. But no, we laughed and had a great time. And that was the day when there was so much driving that day that we really, really just spent a good portion of the day laughing. So it's my favorite day I ever spent with them. Anyway, we were looking for things to shoot out involving the Kevin Smith filming locations, and we did a couple of the Chasing Amy locations, the Clerks location, and Adam said to me, is there anywhere else we can go? And I said, well, Kevin Smith just bought a movie theater. It's called Smod Castle Cinema. Why don't we go and we'll check out Smod Castle Cinema? So we went, and again, in his video and my video, you can see us checking out the outside of the place. They let us in. We're kind of taking videos of the things on the wall. But we had a great time together checking out Smod Castle Cinema. So this movie, going city by city, the closest it was coming to Philly was Smod Castle Cinema, and I bought a ticket, and then I started thinking, oh my Lord, how surreal is this going to be? I'm going to go see this movie, and my friend, who's no longer with us, is going to be up on that big screen. My friend is going to be on that big screen. And the last time I was here at that place, he was with me. He was by my side. He was by my side previously, and now up on the screen. It's going to be a very, very, very surreal experience. Yesterday, I on Instagram, Instagram's got those stories. Excuse me, I'm kind of monologuing. Instagram's got those stories. You can share things to your story. I went back and found the video of the day Adam and I went and checked out the Clerks Chasing Amy. Look at the day we went to Smod Castle Cinema, and I shared that video to my story. And I wrote, this weekend, I'm going to go see the Stolen Kingdom documentary at Smod Castle Cinemas. Last time I was at Smod Castle Cinema, my friend Adam the Woo was with me by my side. And this time he's going to be up on the screen featured in this documentary. But anyway, went up on my Instagram story. And it was up there for several hours. And last night, I got a message. I don't want to name names because I noticed he didn't go public. He didn't take this public. And I think if he took this, maybe he would have. I don't know. Maybe he just wants to keep out of it. But I got a message from somebody who knows Adam very well. Credentials are impeccable. It's not somebody you question. Does this guy know? No, someone who knows Adam very well messages me and says Adam was against this documentary. Let me see. I don't want to name names because if he wanted to name, he could have gone public on his profile, but he didn't. So I'm not going to drag him into this publicly. But the message I got was he was pissed and wanted to sue that guy. He did not want to be in that film. And I asked, I said, oh my Lord, really? I said, I'm going to try to refund this ticket. I don't want to support this film. As of now, I still have the ticket. I've reached out to the theater for a refund. I haven't gotten a refund yet. I'm going to continue to push. And if I have to go to my credit card and challenge it, I will. But I'm determined to get a refund on this because it's a couple days in advance. The movie is until Saturday. It's now Thursday. I first called them yesterday, left a voicemail, sent an email. So I then receive a text message, a screenshot of a text message between the gentleman whose name I don't want to say and Adam. And Adam makes it very clear in this text message he is angry. He is angry about this guy proceeding and using his footage despite being asked not to. And to go back to CIA hole here, says, wouldn't that whole fair use thing apply? Well, yeah, it would, because Adam in his text message included a Forbes interview. There's a Forbes interview with the director of the film. And the director of the film wrote in this Forbes interview, Adam the Woo, who's in the film, wanted nothing to do with it. So we used some of his footage. We went through the whole lawyer process and fair use. I learned a lot. So the director, by his own admission, knew Adam didn't want to be in this and went to a lawyer to figure out what he could use without Adam's permission. And Adam was not pleased, as I can see in this. And I'm not going to share this text. This text was sent to me privately. I wasn't told you can share this. So I'm not going to share what Adam's words are here. That's going to remain confidential. But trust me when I say I'm reading this and Adam is not pleased. In fact, he uses the kind of language you've never heard Adam use on one of his videos. Adam always kept his videos very PG. This is not a PG text here. Now, he goes on to say he hated that guy, and they put a BS tribute to him in it. Because this documentary now is coming out after Adam has passed away. This filmmaker, who knew for a fact that Adam did not want to be in the film, has put a tribute to Adam because he died in the movie Adam didn't want to be a part of. So I advised the person who messaged me, I did reach out to Faith. I did reach out to Ryan. I hadn't heard them. Ryan didn't know about it. He says, please tell Ryan, please tell everybody, spread the word. So this is me spreading the word. I am spreading the word now through all of you, and I'm asking you guys to all spread the word as well. And I'm going to post this video to the Woovians Facebook page. But I do want to get the word out that Adam did not want to be involved in this documentary. So there you go. In fact, he writes, I mentioned that I already had a ticket to the event. but I was going to try to refund it. And he says, I mean, you can do what you want, but he hated that guy. And the tribute is total BS. The fact that he dedicated the film to him is the ultimate insult. So, yeah, CIA Hull is correct. Through fair use, this guy does have the legal right to put this in the film without Adam's permission. But Adam was my friend, and I do not want to violate my friend's wishes, who is not here to speak up for himself anymore. And I find it very, very disingenuous that this guy knew for a fact that Adam didn't want to be a part of this and went ahead and made him a part of it anyway, and then went so far to put a tribute in there. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So part of me thinks if they refuse to refund the ticket, maybe I should go anyway, and at the Q&A, confront the guy in person. Maybe I should confront the guy in person and just be like, hey, man, what are you doing here? What are you doing? Because if it's a Q&A, I get the mic. The whole audience gets to hear this. Who's there? I don't know. But I don't want to support this film with my dollars. And I'm asking, obviously, as almost said who sent me the text, as was said in that text, ultimately, you can do what you want. If this is a documentary that you really, really want to see, I can't stop you from buying a ticket. But please be aware that this footage was there without Adam's permission, and that Adam was not pleased about it. So I'm hoping that Adam's family, friends, and fans will not show up to support this. And I'm hoping that the word can be spread. My channel does not have a huge reach. I know my channel doesn't have a huge reach. So if you don't mind sharing this video, I'd be appreciative. And like I said, I'm going to put it on the Woovians page and some of the other Adam the Woo pages to get the word out. So there we go. That is it. I've said what I have to say. And I don't know, if you have any questions, please let me know. And otherwise, we can talk about anything you want to talk about going forward. But I did want to make people aware as it was requested. I make people aware. My friend Lisa arrived a while ago while I was on that long monologue. Good to see you, Lisa. Sab says Adam was cool. He did great content. He is missed. He is very missed, man. He is very missed. There are people in my life who I was closer to that died, that I don't, for whatever reason, Adam, who was a friend, make no mistake, he was a friend. But like I said, we weren't like besties by any means. And for whatever reason, Adam's death has hit me harder than most. This has been one of the hardest deaths to process. We're months later, and I'm still finding myself just thinking about him and thinking, I cannot believe he's gone. And maybe it's because he was just so full of life. Like, I mean, this is a guy, you look at him, he went everywhere, he did everything. This was a guy who had a zest for life. He couldn't stay still. He always needed to be doing something. And maybe it's the fact that a guy that full of life is gone. Maybe it's the age thing. He was only a year older than me. I have been taking my health very, very seriously. I went and had a full physical. I'm getting all the things done, had my heart checked out. Changing my diet, trying to go to a more heart healthy diet, because maybe that's it. Maybe it's the fact that it's a guy I knew who was only a year older than me is now gone. I don't know what it is. Like, I mean, anytime one of your friends goes, you're obviously going to be very, very sad. But just for whatever reason, this one has hit harder. There you go. There you go. Lisa says scummy people in the world for sure. Yeah. Dang, that's ethically pretty low. Yeah. Lisa says, get the refund, then stand outside and pass out flyers with the info as people enter the venue. Well, with all respect, in today's economy, with our gas prices being what they are, if I get the refund, I don't think I'm going to drive 2 hours to Jersey and back again, because it is a bit of a hike. And holy Lord, these gas prices today. And Sav says the footage should be removed. I agree. And it's all footage from his YouTube channel. This is all footage you can watch on the Adam LeWoo YouTube channel. And it's like, if you watch that footage on the Adam LeWoo YouTube channel, there's ad revenue there. And Faith, Adam's sister Faith, is the executor of the estate. I'm sure that money is going to the family. I'm sure the Adam's parents and his sister and his brother-in-law, they get the money from the ad revenue. So if you want to watch Adam's footage, if you want to go back and watch that River Country video or the video of him sneaking into Journey to Imagination, you can find those videos on the Adam LeWoo channel, and that ad revenue will go to the family. And I would much rather the family and Faith and Mr. Williams and Mrs. Williams get that money than this this cretin. What's his name? I can't remember the guy's name. I gotta look it up. Excuse me. Stolen Kingdom. Here we go. Joshua something. Joshua Bailey. Joshua Bailey is the name of the filmmaker. Active director, writer in Los Angeles. Josh moved to Los Angeles to attend the LA Film School and to pursue a career in film. Posts a lot of short films to his YouTube channel, where he's currently active. The kicker is this film's getting good reviews, which kind of bugs me. It's like I kind of wish the movie was terrible because I don't want the guy to profit off of this, but he's probably going to, because it's getting positive reviews. So I don't know. Two things can be true at the same time, though. Like, I mean, he could have made a good movie and still violated Adam's wishes. But it just comes down to, where are your priorities? Do you think it doesn't matter? Do you think, well, he is covered by fair use? That's your attitude. You're not wrong. He legally is covered by fair use. I don't know. But as a friend, I can't support this. Sav says, I will rewatch Adam's videos on his channel. Excellent. So let me open the floor to you guys. I'm going to be live for about another 20 minutes. We can do, roughly 20 more minutes. Is there anything you guys want to talk about? As Mr. Rogers said, you'll have things you'll like to talk about. I will too. So what is it you guys would like to talk about? Let's comment down below. Sir, it says we only have 5 people watching. I know that isn't always accurate, though. I've seen it say that there's I've seen it before say that there's less people watching than it turns out, because there's more names in the chat than are contributing. So, or that it says. Sav says, is the documentary USA only? Right now, this documentary is being taken city to city. So right now, he's kind of on a U.S. tour. I don't know if he's planning to take it overseas. I'm sure it'll end up on a streaming service at some point. Probably, I don't know. I wouldn't be shocked if this ends up on a Tubi or something. A lot of documentaries kind of end up there. I don't know. Just a lot of who knows? Really, it'll be PVOD at some point. But right now, it's just city by city. I know he was taking it all over Florida and coming to Jersey this weekend. Save me a trip, though. Save me a trip to New Jersey. But yeah, I don't know how far he's going to go with the touring, and I don't know if it's going to get a wide release. Thank you, appreciate it, Sav. Absolutely appreciate it. So what else? What else is new with everyone? How you doing, Lisa? How's it going? Rock and Roller Coaster's opened. The Muppets Rock and Roller Coaster. I will not be seeing it. Excuse me, for a long time, because I don't see myself getting to Disney anytime soon. We've got a lot of stuff going on over here. Oh, by the way, let's real quick. What is the key? Spacebar? Nope. I don't remember what I'm supposed to hit. There's a. I don't remember. It's been a while. So here's the deal. This is usually the kind of thing I would do on the other channel, but as long as I'm live, I will pop this in here. We're gonna real quick do a little unboxing. Here. I've got a box here that was sent to me for the concession stand channel, and it's already been opened. I'm not gonna lie, it's already been opened. But we're gonna open this box and see what was sent to me by our friends at Alliance Films. Alliance Entertainment, excuse me. Alliance Entertainment used to be Mill Creek. You know, we used to call them Mill Creek. They don't go by Mill Creek anymore. Now it's Alliance Entertainment. But they sent me a stack of Blu-rays here. They just arrived days ago. And I want to show you this stack because it's interesting. You know, when I see something's coming, I can tell you this isn't what I was expecting. So this is the stack I got from Alliance. 6 movies. And it's kind of amazing because I've never heard of a single one of these. There's not a single title in this pile that I'm familiar with. That's okay. That doesn't mean they're not good. It doesn't mean they're not good. We're going to have to look it up. These are all part of the VHS collection. You know, they're made to look like the old VHS tapes. None of these are new movies. These are all old movies. Old movies I'm not familiar with, but old movies. So they put out this collection. They've been doing them for a couple of years where they make the Blu-ray case look like the old VHS box. So the first one we got here is something called You Light Up My Life. You Light Up My Life. Winner of the 1977 Academy Award for Best Original Song. Now, I've heard the song You Light Up My Life, so apparently it comes from this film that I'm not familiar with. It stars Didi Khan, and see, usually they have a different case underneath. But that's the first one. So the slip sleeve is made to look like an old VHS tape. But that's You Light Up My Life. And comment down below if you're familiar, or comment in the chat if you're here live, if you know You Light Up My Life. Because I don't know this one, but this is the first one in this collection from Alliance Entertainment. Now here we go again. One I'm not familiar with, but this one has Jonathan Banks in it. Jonathan Banks, best known from Breaking Bad these days, but he was also in some 80s classics like Gremlins and Airplane. This one is called Cold Steel. Cold Steel. And look, Adam Ant, the singer Adam Ant is in this. There you go, Cold Steel. I don't know. Not familiar. There's the case without the VHS cover. We'll go through these real quick. We got 6 of them. This one stars Susan Sarandon and James Spader, and it's called White Palace. White Palace, and the VHS tape is red. Look at that. A Wonderfully Romantic Tale. Susan Sarandon and James Spader are extraordinary. Okay. It's the story of a younger man and a bolder woman. So, again, different art, almost the same. It's like the same, but without the VHS. So, there you go. We're halfway through the pile. Next one I have on the pile here is a film by Sidney Poitier called Fast Forward. Looks like it's a dance movie. Fast moves, hot sounds, big dreams. There you go. Get a little bit of a glare from the plastic. Fast moves, hot sounds, big dreams. Fast Forward follows 8 talented teenagers from a small town to New York for a 1 in a million shot at stardom in a national dance competition. Again, not familiar with it. So that's 4 out of 6. 2 more to go. Again, don't know it. Don't know this movie. But Michael Winslow is in this one. Michael Winslow from Airplane. How about that? Okay. When love's in trouble, call Love Lines. Love Lines. He's not one of the main stars. Who are the main stars? Greg Bradford and Mary Beth Evans are the 2 main stars on this one. But yes, Michael Winslow from the Airplane movies is in Love Lines. Again, not familiar with it. Tell me if you've heard of any of these. And finally, a Blake Edwards film. Bruce Willis, James Garner, Sunset. Now, I haven't heard of this, but I think I've seen this cover before. And again, the case is different, but I'm not terribly familiar with that one. So comment down below if you know any of these. Now, hold on one moment. Where is the media assets? All right.
I get angry just thinking about it makes me mad. Little kids doing drugs, it turns my stomach. That stuff hurts. It stops you from living up to your potential. It holds you back. It hurts the user. It hurts his family. And it hurts his friends. I just want to shake some sense into you kids that are using drugs and thinking about using it. So remember, don't, or else. Okay?
All right, guys. I just was told I have to get going. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Please spread this video and keep wearing those pajamas.